cake and ice cream, small get together. But I guess I'm pleased with everything. I thank you all for coming. When I was probably Lily's age, I couldn't even count to 80. But I know you can. So I've been blessed. I've been blessed with good health and a good family.
Is this mine?
Thanks.
All right, you can cut. All right, and you can soup.
I'll serve.
How much you're thought about, how much of a role model you are, and to let you know how much you mean to each and every one of us in our lives. Even though we lived on the same street for years, our lives really didn't touch each other until tragic events happened in each of our lives. And with time to heal our spirits in between, all of a sudden, a gift from above was given to us for a second chance to share love and happiness. We very often sit and reflect how on earth all of this happened and how grateful we are to share our love and lives with each of you, and what a tremendous blessing it is to share it with not only our children but our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. While writing this, I could have filled a book with all my memories. But from the initial phone call to ask me out for ice cream, and we ended up at Stormines for a couple of hours on a warm October Indian summer evening at Stormines. And then to meeting and sharing friends from each of our prior relationships. The many, many walks we had in the evening while dating. And a lamppost, actually by Pioneer School, was winking at us as we walked by. And we always took that as a sign of a spark of our love. It was the non-stop conversations learning about who each of us was. The thrill, the very thrill of walking down the aisle to see this handsome man waiting for me to say, I do. The many, many trips we took together, putting the remodeled cottage together that was brand new, including the thousands of rocks that we hauled and maybe you will have to unhaul. But it's a retreat we all love, all of us. I was thrilled with the fact that he learned to love how to fish. And then we decided, making this huge decision, to step out of Green Bay, away from our kids, to start a new retirement life in Arizona. The building of our first home together in the Southwest theme we so love. We found new friends there to enrich our lives. The wonderful years we spent in Mexico searching for treasures for that home and enjoying the new cuisine there. To thanking him for his patience and being my only golf instructor who can take a bow for a job well done. As this sport gives us so much enjoyment together. The satisfaction of having someone to share the sporting events with, and changing from a Lion fan to a die-hard Packer. To the thrill of watching our children find love in their lives, to make our family circle get bigger and bigger. And now in the twilight of the years, we find more joy in moving to yet another residence, of which we all are taking part tonight. And we hope to share many years to come. But mostly, my mind goes to the quiet, romantic moments where we know the deep feeling how blessed we really are and how much I love this 80-year-old man who is my beloved husband. The kicker is, on that first night for ice cream, I already learned that he hears only what he wants to. He was asking me how old I was, and my personality is telling him, well, I was born in 1947. All he heard was 47, which put me in an acceptable range for him at 52. But by the time he realized a couple weeks later I was only 44, too late, he already loved me. And here we are, a happy life, a happy wife, and a man I love.
nice as that story, but it's a good story, I think. Paul was there, Eric was there. Where's Eric? Right there. We had a few years in a row where we used to go fishing at the cottage, and usually in the fall, right at the end of summer. Eric had a boat, and we tried trolling for walleyes. Preston, you were there, and I don't remember this trip. This happened on a trip when you were there, Preston. But one night we caught walleyes. We never caught anything real big. But one night we got into a really nice walleye, and it was probably 22 to 25 inches, somewhere in there.
Wow.
And we were all excited, and Jim was really excited about this walleye. And so we got done with that night, and that was the prize of the night. And we had it we put it in the little live basket we had in the dock. And the next day we got up, and I don't know, we might have fished again. And then Jim said, well, let's clean that walleye up, Bill. So I went down to the dock, and I pulled up the fish basket, and out of the bottom goes the walleye. And Jim's walking down the sidewalk, going down to the lake, and he looks at me, and he looks at the fish going in the water, and he just says, and he had a look on his face like he just took a bite out of a lemon. And he just said, oh my God, oh my God, we lost the walleye. I'll never forget that, Jim. It was traumatic. But it wasn't me, it was the cruddy fish basket that caused it.
Right.
That's my fish story, and a moment I'll never forget. But those were good weekends up there. We had fun.
And we went for a week-long backpacking trip in the Grand Tetons. You know, me and my brother Steve, my dad, I think Mike Hopkins, our teacher from school. And we joined this big group that was put together by some college thing out there. So it was about 20 of us. And I remember one day, so every day we hiked like, I don't know, 10 miles or more, and saw some great alpine views. I think I saw goats. I didn't see any grizzlies or anything, but, and you had to watch it's not like Boundary Waters where you got like a throne in the woods that everybody does their duty at one spot. You had to watch out what rock you turn up because there might be something under it. But one night when we were doing that, we're setting up for camp for the night. I was looking up and I go, gosh, I think I could climb up this steep, it looks like, almost like a mountain. And so I started going up, and pretty soon I started getting up into a dangerous spot, and I thought, oh, I think it's like a chimney. I think I can squeeze up there and use my back for leverage. And I got up where I literally pulled myself up onto this plateau, and then I walked around and thought I could go back down the other side. And I walked around, and it was just a steep vertical cliff. So then I started yelling. They heard me. You guys heard me way up there.
You're stressing them out right now. Like, you're stressing them out.
Can you get down? I said, I think so. And then the guy who's in charge of us says, can you look to the west, see what the weather's going to be?
Is this the guy with the gold earring?
So I finally, walking about 15 minutes, I found the spot where I went down, and I kind of could get some crevice hold and got down. About halfway down, here comes the bull up halfway. He was pissed. He was glad, and he let me have it. And
So did he beat you right there?
No, he did not beat me.
Because I tell my kids all the time I could beat them, and they go, you can't do that, that's illegal.
No, he did not beat me. My ears were ringing for the entire evening. And I got back to camp, and the guy said, well, that was shale, that was crumbly, you probably shouldn't have been doing that. You put the whole group at risk, and yeah, I got us in trouble.
See, luckily, too.
So, but it turned out fine.
Yeah.
I remember then we had to get back for a funeral, and I was just 16. I remember having to have help driving on the way home, so I thought that was pretty cool. Just had my license to get to drive from out west back home. Anyway, that's a nice joke. It was,
He shared that with me.
oh, by the way, the same Peak Coleman camp stove coming to the Boundary Waters this weekend.
It's funny, I just heard the story about the gold hoop guy today.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. But I didn't hit you.
No,
There were too many people around.
the whole group was looking up the mountainside. Yeah. You even admitted when you got up there, you thought, oh, this isn't that bad. Oh, I had another one in Chicago Lake one time when we fished. You know that one,
I
right?
remember a couple of them.
You're going rafting.
No,
Are you talking about the one with the golfing?
No. We were in the rowboat, you know, with the little kind horse. Me and my brother Steve and I think my dad was in the back and we were casting.
Is that the one?
Yeah. I was casting a red devil and I was like, I want to catch something. And I had caught my dad above the eye. The line broke and he was had this red devil waiting from the eye like this.
Yeah. And had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, going to the clinic.
In Iron River like that.
Yeah. But that was a few stitches. Sort of.
Sorry.
I don't know.
It wasn't so bad he pulled the first time.
I did the second time. And
Why?
God, those damn treble hooks.
Where's my lure?
Yeah. But it looked like you had a nice.
Like I said, I've been blessed. I missed.
Miss getting it in the eye.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, Ben Lee can relate there, Jim.
Yeah, that's right.
I said Ben Lee can relate.
Right.
No.
Jumping off the boat.
At least he didn't have to see
Simpson.
Oh, Bentley, when he
I
got
know,
up
Bentley.
on the hook.
Oh, Bentley would have got hooked. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Come on, Aaron. You don't even have to have.
I was thinking about Bentley falling off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, that wasn't adventure. That wasn't his adventure.
Steven, you must have
Tell
some
me the
silly
locals
stories.
When Simpson fell out, he couldn't
Yeah,
swim.
Steve goes.
And she's
All right.
screaming at me to jump in.
So I got
Yeah, no, that was
so
Yeah, Kirk's got one.
scary.
really loud.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your story?
Yeah. Tell Steven. You got it.
Say it.
No, you go. If you think it's so.
Yours is more
fun.
All right, come on, Matthew. You got it. You're the big brother.
So they do still do public speaking classes or what?
Speech class.
Communications, where they don't actually teach public speaking?
They don't speak anyway, they just look at their phones and text each other.
And that's a form of public speaking. Our president knows about it.
Oh, text. That's not speech. That's making a sale.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that was.
No, I'm gonna go.
I'll agree.
Go!
Jane.
All right.
No, I'm saying, yeah, it's not a memory, Grandpa, but I just wrote something for you. Okay, blood or not, when people ask, I say you're my grandpa. The one who's there for me for my birthdays. The one who invested time into me even when I walked away. The one who promised to love me regardless of my mistakes. Blood or not, I hope to carry your wisdom and knowledge down to my kids one day. Teach them that family isn't just about your DNA. Family is your support. Family is your faith and your strength when you don't have any. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you for being my family. I couldn't ask for anything more.
That's awesome.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I could tell a whole lot of stories about all of you. Things I've heard from the past.
I'm glad, maybe on my 80th birthday, you would tell me whatever happened to my 3-iron.
See, that's the thing. That's all this stuff. Like I got some trouble. That wasn't me.
That was me. So who was it?
It wasn't me.
I
Blame it
don't know,
on
I never
PT, he's
did
not
that.
here.
I don't remember never taking a 3-iron fishing.
What's the story of the three?
Fishing.
Well, we go kill suckers.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently I took a 3-iron. That's like you getting in trouble for Kathy drinking. I get in trouble for that too.
Kids are right next to
You know, it's easily half the kids in this room have no idea what sucker fishing with the
I know, right?
golf club have anything to do
Or
with
a
one or the other. Yeah,
You guys ever
spears
go
or
sucker
baseball
fishing?
bats or hockey sticks.
You guys know what suckers are, right? You guys know what suckers are?
Suckerfish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever go fishing for them in the creeks?
It's not really fishing, it's
Well,
just a mass murder.
Just beat them and stab them, and then throw them in the lawn and mulch them up in your
Not like
garden.
a river runs through it at all.
Do they still run?
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah.
Kirk, you miss stories? Are you gonna go?
I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
I just got knowledge of this yesterday, and I'm
No.
trying to. I've been
Come
trying
on,
yesterday.
Impromptu.
Impromptu. You're good. You speak on your feet.
One of my favorite ones, just from memories from like it was 10 years ago, was Paulie, because he grew up with you guys a whole lot more. I was in Arizona. I mean, his fishing story is one of my favorites. Just like casting out, like, come here.
Oh, yeah.
I love that story, especially with all of the kids being in school. That's like the prime age to tell that story. Because I left early. I remember only rarely did I ever, I think twice ever did I ever have to go to the principal's office. And I told you this one just a few months back about, I forgot even the name of the teacher, but yeah, he's just like, don't worry about it. Just stay here for a little while. She'll forget about it.
Kill some time.
Kill some time, yeah. I was a good kid. At least I think I was. I only got in a fight with Kurt Shook that one time. Oh, and who's that guy that I got in a fight with on the bus that broke his glasses? He was one of your buddies. You covered for me twice. The guy deserved it. He's like, yeah, you deserved it.
Yeah, it doesn't fly today anymore.
There have been so many good ones about the hikes that we've done in Arizona, going up to Weaver's Needle, getting some great shots right there, the whole family. Because I left a little bit earlier, I've gotten to come back and see the summer and see the love and see everything that's happened and how the family's grown together. And it is really freaking awesome. I mean, I remember Patrick and I, we were in the same class, so we always got to play soccer together. We were in the same class together. And then, leaving, go to California, I get to hang out with this guy. It's my big brother right here that gets to show me around, crash at your place, and I have to drive, 2-3 hours to get to frickin' Patty every day for the first 2 weeks I was there. And just the fire and the fury that this man had, I was terrified. I was like, I'm never gonna piss him off.
Yeah, welcome to the neighborhood.
Right?
Welcome to the neighborhood.
And it just happens from breathing sometimes.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I mean, I've told that story before, but I remember when we were playing football in Vogel's front yard. I was playing football, and then it was time for dinner, and he's calling us in for dinner, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, you guys are in trouble!" We're like, so I go running over there, and I come in the house, and it's like, I'm like, "What's wrong? What's up? What's up?" He goes, "Nothing. I'm just calling you in for dinner." And I'm like, "Everybody thinks I'm getting my butt kicked." It's just that's just the way he calls it.
All my friends are scared of you.
Yeah. Oh,
you're the new guy!
I learned
The torch has been passed on.
got a mean face too.
I'm the good cop.
Who's gonna miss their golf reservations?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I wasn't even there for that night.
That's that stuff from the legend, that one.
Oh, I was pissed.
Oh yeah. You were.
That's your reputation.
That was an out of body experience.
We need to hire a cartoonist to do a cartoon about a dude kicking in the door.
The thing
And
is,
just ransacking the house and waking people
Well,
up.
the funniest thing is, because I was walking Anna back to the park in that stroller, Michael comes flying down on the bike, and he goes, "Alice, Alice." He said, "Oh my God, it's Dad." And I'm going like, "Oh, my heart." And I'm going like, "Here, take Anna." I said, "What's the matter with your gotta get down there, Papa. He's gonna kill those kids. I'm like, he was just over the top wild, and I'm like, what's going on?
Some of you people don't know the story, but Katie Brown was getting married.
A friend of ours.
A friend of ours on the lake.
The
Her
daughter.
parents lived on the lake. They're from down around Detroit. And these guys wanted to make tea times at George Young's.
For golf.
And they said the only way they could make tea times is if they used my name because we were members. But they booked like
A lot.
an hour of tea times, right? Half hour before the first tea time, I get a call from the manager at the golf course, who's really mad. And I said, what's up, Brian? He said, you've got an hour of tea times and nobody's here. And that's costing me, I don't know, how many hundreds of dollars in tea times. Whatever a tea time was worth back then, you know, 4 people was, I don't know, $100 a tea time. None of these guys showed up because they were hungover from the night before. So I knew where they're all sleeping down at this rental. And I went flying down there, and I did. I kicked in the door. Who is on it? And they were just like, what's the matter, mister, today? What's the matter? I said, because you're spending $300 and some over at the golf course, and I'm going to have to cover it because the tee times are in my name. And some of them got up and went over there. But I was, that's what she's talking about. I was just wild.
Can't even believe it.
Yeah, because he oh.
I'm disappointed. I don't think
But I didn't end up having to pay for it. We did.
Did they golf?
Well,
Some of them showed up.
Yeah.
Some of them did show up, but
Did you get
when he
up?
said, you know, you owe me $350 for tea time.
How late were you guys up that night? Who knows?
I wasn't there.
I was there, and I do remember Kathy asking, you guys are still golfing tomorrow? These are the big group of
Oh,
people.
sticking up for his sister.
No, I'm just saying, she was trying to, I wasn't even scheduled to
There
golf,
were
but
a lot
I
of
went down
people
there.
that didn't even golf that were excited.
I don't
But
remember.
Ed
I
went
don't
with
remember
his
golf or
buddies,
not.
some of his buddies went, and
I probably just said, we'll pay for it, go back to bed.
Steve didn't do it.
Right.
I ran down
Just
there.
like Danny
They
said.
had- It was so
Yeah.
busy,
I
but they
remember,
had just
I was
pushed
like in
people
7th
ahead.
grade.
So it's like, I don't think they
No,
pushed
saying
people ahead that were waiting.
I think I was in 8th grade one time, and I was being a little loud, I couldn't sit still in class, and the teacher said, go sit outside. So I went, and I'm like, oh God. So I go and I stand outside the door, you know, close the door, and I'm like sitting there, here comes my dad down the hall. I'm trying to hide. I think I was like this. What are you doing here? And I was like, nothing. Be out here for like 5 minutes. I'm going back in a little bit. I'll talk to you tonight.
The story behind this is, whenever my kids started at Parkview, and I was the guidance counselor there at the time, the night before I would take them into the room and I'd say, I want you to know that I work at Parkview. I won't embarrass you, but damn right don't you embarrass me.
Did you
I was
get that
in
doctor?
science class. All I remember was a science class. I don't even know what I had. I think it was 7th grade. It definitely wasn't 6th. It was 7th. I don't even know who my science teacher
Well,
was.
you had quite the crew that you were running with for a while there.
Yeah, between me and my buddies, somebody was due for the office.
Yeah, I love you. Keeps it quiet. I will not.
Now that you guys are all older, but I can only get the word out of Connor.
Yeah, I know.
He was a rat. Connor was the
I
rat.
called Connor when he couldn't get out from you guys.
I know, but he'd be always the one, I got, because there was no smoking allowed in my house, and somebody was always gonna light up and fall asleep, right, and I'm going like, who did that? And I said, you guys are all leaving, if you know, you're gonna get kicked out or whatever. Connor came over and he goes, stop smoking. Wasn't me, it wasn't me.
And he asked them.
Yeah, and he said, it was Dan. And I was like, he said, I didn't say it, I didn't say it.
You didn't hear from me.
You didn't hear from me.
I didn't hear from me.
But it was just funny, he was always like, you never outside, you always want.
What's he doing now?
Where the hell's Troy Boy? I mean, I remember the story when you coming down, Troy's reaching and grabbing a whole bunch of cookies.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell? You think you live here or something?
I know. I had just moved in, and Troy walks in. The guy walks in. He opens up the refrigerator door, leans on it, and looking in. I'm thinking, what the hell? He just walks in from the street, and he just opens the refrigerator, leans on the door, and starts looking at stuff. Where'd he, you know?
Goes in the cookie jar.
Yeah, goes in the cookie jar, just helps himself.
But he doesn't say anything to Troy. He comes in to me and he goes like, "What the hell?" He said, "That kid just comes in." I was all like, "He lives here, Jim."
Yeah, he was something.
All right, I have a little story and a little gift. Or two stories.
Oh, you know, I have something, but it was, I wanted for both of you guys. But where's your keys, Michael? I'll give it to the perfect time to wrap or anything.
But you gotta stay from the story, because it
I'll
you
save
might
your
be-
story.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I gonna get thrown under the bus?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably everything you did wrong that I took
Okay,
away for.
yeah, yeah. So, like Mike, I have multiple stories and memories of Dad.
I was not Connor. I was the one taking the heat. Just taking the beating.
The excuses come.
Right,
What the
right.
beating was, I didn't sell her out.
The first story I was gonna share is how I was actually a mute, because I flanked Steve, right? So I couldn't really get in a word edgewise. When I was about 5, I started to talk. And there was this trip that actually my dad and I took up north. I think I was 5. Dad probably knows it. And I think I was pretty shy. And then all of a sudden, he takes me up north solo, and I didn't shut up the whole time, right? I mean, and I kind of remember the car ride, and I was all over. We didn't wear seatbelts in, and I was like, oh! And I was excited because I couldn't talk because, you know, you did all the talking.
Yeah.
But my story goes with the gift that I brought. So when I was going to go buy my first car, I don't know if I talked my dad into going to get this car and he found it in the paper. I don't even remember. But it was like 30 below, and we go to buy a car, and I was anxious. I didn't have wheels. I was in college, right? And we didn't have cars back then. So we go into this woman's house, and I'm all over my dad about, we've got to buy this car, we've got to buy this car. And he's got the cash, like, in his pocket. You know, we're not going to reveal how much cash we have. And I totally talked him into buying this car, and it was 30 below and dark, and it was a bad idea. I didn't pay attention to details, because the next day, I think the car didn't start. And she probably had it running when we got there. So it kind of goes with my gift, because I didn't pay attention to details, but we can fix it, Dad. Because my dad, so
We can fix it! Oh my God, yes!
it's a little, well, it's just a little, it's a Google problem, but my dad always said that a car is not a life. So this is my gift. It needs a little fixing.
Oh, cool.
It's got a little typo. Because on Google, they don't have the U on Google. So this is for you, but I'll get that fixed out. So it's a photography and
Thanks, Scott.
That's cool.
This wasn't really me involved, but it was a funny story of Jim.
I love the deflection already.
It's traditional to strike my family to create problems in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
So there was an election, and I don't remember, it must have been school board. And you had a yard sign out in your yard, and Keith, the vandal that he was, he wasn't egging someone's house or doing some type of graffiti or taking off the Christmas lights and running down the street with them.
Chasing knives.
Oh, those are nice. But he decided to take that yard sign and deface it or destroy it or did something with it. And somehow you knew he was responsible for it. And of course he came over to our house and let Keith have it. And somehow Keith had to either replace the sign or he had to fix it, but he had to get it back in your yard. And it was just funny how you felt very comfortable in telling us what we did wrong and scolding or not parenting us in not as much of authoritarian, but just in the neighborhood way of taking care of business. So needless to say, it was funny because Keith was the neighborhood vandal, and you caught him red-handed with a yard sign. I don't know how you caught him, but somehow you caught him. Do you remember that?
I think you narked them.
Oh, I didn't. Do you remember that at all? I think who was running for school? I don't know. I don't remember.
Bob?
No, it wasn't Bob. It was school board.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that was it.
That was it. It was Green Sun.
Yeah,
But it wouldn't have been because
no, I don't know. It was like Malinsky or Maz or something like that. I don't know.
They can't get
She didn't. No, she didn't.
I remember the signs, I don't remember whose it was.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Oh,
Do you remember how you caught Keith?
Well, they're real feathers.
It's just the obvious choice.
Well,
You never know.
So,
Maybe it was Todd that told me, I don't know.
I don't know.
Profiling.
right?
It was early at that time.
It wasn't very windy. So. Was he running the Christmas lights down in summertime or winter? Winter. Because, well, between you and Eifler's, it was always.
Right, who was in a competition with Lee one?
Oh, yeah.
That's
They
it's
still
a
do
valid,
that.
valid question for Avondale.
They still.
You guys just gave up.
Oh, yeah, I don't see.
No. Well, I gotta say that Alice and I were lucky that our kids, all 7 plus Troy makes 8, just really got along well.
Yeah.
I know sometimes, there can be issues when you blend a couple of families together, but you guys have been great. Made our life much better, much easier.
Made each other a lot better. You guys are the best. I look up to you guys for
It's been, yeah, but it's been a good ride. We picked up the cake at Costco today and we're checking out. And the gal says to me, "Oh, are you Jim?" And Alice said, "Yeah, he's Jim." And she said, "Oh, happy birthday." And, usually, especially women are a little sensitive about age. But she says, "How old are you?" And I looked at her kind of stunned and I said, "In 20 years I'll be 100. Let her figure it out.
She's like born in 47, right?
They tell me you have to be at 160.
Oh, that's a classic. She said, 47, 52, let's see, that's 5 years. That's not a bad gap. And the next time we went out, I said something about her being 47. She said, "No, I was born in 47. I said, "That makes you 44? 8 years difference?" "Oh," I said, "I don't know." I don't know if this is. You thought, yeah. Yeah, that's great. Oh,
That is great. Lisa's gonna love that story. I already told you this, I already told you this already. You don't listen, you don't listen to anything I say.
These guys, they don't listen.
I know.
What was that?
Yeah.
I knew that right away, man. I'm like, really?
And I don't know why we get all frustrated about it, because it's, right, Matt? But Matt thinks his dad has Alzheimer's.
Dad, she's told you that.
None of us know. Right.
This has been nice. I really appreciate everybody.
I'll say my story.
Huh?
I'll say my story.
Nice.
Alright, so probably one of my favorite things to do when we go up to the cottage up in Michigan. When I was younger, it was first thing I always wanted to do was go to the crayfish net and get all the perch. And I always remember spreading out the crayfish, picking up the big ones, tearing their tails off and everything. And I've always looked forward to that, and fishing, perch fishing, and jumping in the dock, just playing around and having a good time. But most of all, I want to thank you for everything you've done throughout my life, being there for all the soccer games, being there for all my birthdays, just being there for everything and being the best grandpa you can. Thank you.
In science class with Laura Krakowski, and we were having a pen fight with markers, just creeping around, you know, and right away Mr. Hediger is like, I get in trouble, right? What he does is he walks right from his room to my dad's office, which is right across the hall. And then I remember, like, really? So then Dad came home and he's like, yeah, most kids would have never, their parents would have never found out, but because, especially Hediger, he was a scared jerk, so. Yeah, so, they would sometimes use it a little bit as a brush, in my mind.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, right, okay. But that, was that in grade school?
so 7th grade.
Yeah, I remember
So that was
intentionally
like the
getting
only
isolation so you didn't have to go outside in winter.
What? Say that again?
That where you intentionally try to get isolation so you didn't have to go outside. It's too cold. Like, why would
I
you
remember
want
going outside.
Why would you be forced to go out in 0-degree temperature when you can sit in a nice warm art room?
You're right.
So it's very minor infractions. That's all you had to do to get in there.
Did you pull us by the ear or by the fronts tail?
That's the
Or did you grab by the back of the hair?
That's the people.
What did you use? Did you use that?
That's the capital schools. Yeah, but that's what I don't got the hair.
You show everybody. I just like that.
I remember one time I was being really being the bomb. I just ran. He was in the garage and comes running in. So I ran from my room, I go into the bed, I just remember grabbing some still.
Where teachers can still.
I got spanked.
I remember he took me one time in the living room and playing on the piano that he was at and he's trying to spank me and I can't put my hands. And he's like, yeah, you see? Hey. You don't get hit enough.
Hey, see that? You don't get hit enough. You say so you know what it means to get hit.
You're weaker.
Oh, Henry started laughing when when Jenny spanked him.
Oh.
And then she made me do it, and then after I did it, I'm like, oh, you ever make me do that again?
I remember that with her when
Wooden spoons.
the wooden spoon broke over Kirk's ass once. And then,
We all laughed.
well, it was funny until the next line of wait till your father gets home. Then you go run up to your room and put on an extra pair of shorts.
That was the worst one for you, Paul, putting on like 5 pair of underwear.
You got whooped.
I got the worst.
You know, for the Kermit
But
crowds.
when you
I
had
had
the
to
5 pair of
make
underwear,
sure
like,
that all the way down
what the
to
hell?
Kirk is always the one that would never say uncle. That didn't hurt. It'll hurt. It didn't hurt. He's like red. I mean, it was fun and everything else. Kirk would. You think he'd say uncle? Oh no.
No, that's hurt.
That's great.
When our house in this always get like to that one cupboard in the hallway. Pulled out the paddle that was this long.
Oh, the
With
switch.
big long handle. It was like this
Like a
wide.
fraternity switch.
We had one of those, and then we had the thing with the ball you bounce with the water off. So it was one you had to choose. You want the one that's gonna stick, or you want the one that's gonna just break your ass.
Soap back in the day. Started with soap.
Choose, you gotta choose.
And cocoa. She said made
Yeah,
nice
we
sweet
had
cocoa.
Tommy said I kind of like this cocoa.
Did you ever have that? You ever have to pick your own switch when you were a kid?
When
I was a kid?
Yeah.
It was like everyone.
No.
Did nothing wrong.
He was well behaved.
No. I'm kind of a clone of my dad.
Why?
I said I'm kind of a clone of my dad. So you know what my dad was like, right, Steve?
I remember one time I ran out of the back of the house, and I up with the addition sliding door, and I got out without getting a beating. And I was so quick, and he came to the door, and he's like, "You're gonna have to come back in sometime." You live here. You're not gonna stay out there forever.
It's easy street at our house.
What were you, 5 or 6 when you packed your suitcase?
Yeah, no, I remember that.
I had to leave that here.
Where'd you move to?
I didn't go very far. I think I went to the station wagon in the garage.
They were telling those stories the other day of Bill's parents. They're both 93, and Bill ran away with a Band-Aid box. He rolled his underwear inside the Band-Aid box. Didn't get too far, right? And then he didn't like to go to school, so he'd hide in the bushes, like across the street. And Irma would be like, to say it to one of the girls, "Go get Billy, he's hiding in the bushes again."
You get all stressed out, see to bring snacks.
Yeah, well then he had to bring graham crackers one day, and he was all stressed out. It's like, damn now, he gets all stressed out about it. Change in the program. Gonna bring crackers today. Matt, did you ever try to run one? No. You can't get rid of you. But Erin, she went up the street halfway and turned around. No, yeah. Good riddance.
You guys.
The great thing is that I was packing my suitcase, but I was doing it nice and neat. And nobody was trying to get me to stop. There's pictures of it.
Here you are.
You leave it.
Here's the Polaroid.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's a picture of my back, and I'm putting my suitcase in. It's obviously nice folded. Suitcase is half open. I got it on Facebook somewhere. When I see it, it pops up as a memory once a year. Like, oh yeah. Then I just pick the year, like, oh whatever. Pick the date to throw it up there. But yeah, I'm running away from home. Right?
And you're still in the band.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would only know.
I should get started this game like water.
Yeah, Steve, you were something out of all 4.
Oh, see? Yours.
I remember one time. Your mother and I were at the Bayport football
I
game.
remember when I broke the window over
Yeah.
my head.
Your mother and I were at the Bayport football game and they paged us. And we had one of the Tellinger girls were babysitting. And I talked to her, she said, that, something about a broken window.
Yeah, the garage
One-
window,
yeah.
stick it.
One of the kids broke a window. And your mother and I were driving home and we said, out of the 4, who's your vote? She said, Steve. I said, Steve. Steve.
I mean, well, come on now.
I remember it.
I mean,
You know, I was
take a
falling
stick
down
out of a window
I
and
was
your
going
head
like
in
this,
it.
and I kicked the stick out. Like I put a
Oh,
stick in
you
the
kicked it.
That we had a window that folded
Right,
out.
I thought
Put a
maybe-
stick in it. And then I was crawling out, and I accidentally kicked the stick out. And the whole thing smashed in my head.
In 1 week, we had to take him to the hospital twice. Once because Michael hit you over.
With the golf club, yeah.
Hit
that
your
was-
head. And then the other time you were fooling around the back seat of the car and I came up to the stop sign.
I know
Yeah.
And you hit your head on the back seat. And
You were
we took-
bleeding all over. I was there.
We took you to the hospital the second time.
Repeat this.
And they called us in the room and interrogated us because they thought we were
Right.
abused.
Social services,
Back in the 70s.
Yeah, totally.
I know. The kid gets me in trouble and I'm just.
That's funny, cause that was that happened a lot.
Something's done.
When did you
I
add
remember-
I remember as a kid coming, you always let me come down to your little workshop through the.
On the door, back door.
That's a
And I
tornado
worked on
shelter.
that one room for
Tornado
like
shelter.
a couple, like a year or whatever, it took you a while. Or I don't
The
know.
addition, he did a basement, so he had
Was that, were those doors always there? Even before you added the addition?
No.
No, that was on the addition.
That came with the addition.
That was a cement slab.
Right.
Where that door was cement slab.
They were helping you ever heard
Yeah, behind it.
back where the shed is now?
No, to the right of the shed.
Right.
We had this.
I remember when we caught those suckers and we dug all the holes for the trees.
Yeah.
We planted them there. I didn't catch a sucker, I just remember it's home in the sun.
You guys hauled about 2 dozen suckers. You laid them on the patio. Yeah, the creek was a place to grow up, wasn't it?
It was fantastic. I'm sure it seemed you guys wanted some babysitting money too.
Yeah, I'll tell you that I just, probably my biggest regret is not finding a home near a creek.
I got one for sale.
What?
What?
Something that duplicated where we grew up. Hey, the Vogel's home is for sale.
Yeah.
Is it? How much?
$300,000.
That's not bad.
I know, I thought that was actually reasonable.
Yeah.
Home.
So they saw it at the pool.
Yeah?
Which photo?
What, Cordy Vogel? No.
That was
It's
one-
not the Vogels that live there anymore.
That was one of the first houses built in Avondale.
Really? Oh, your house is the first.
No, there was Campbell's.
We actually were built at the same time.
You've got a great picture
Who
looking all
built
the way
it?
down the street
Who-
where the house is.
Who built the house? Who was the house up on the, he was a construction guy, right? Not Brookdale. What's the-
Caster, corner. Side caster.
Where, no,
The owner of the house you're talking
no, one. So the Vogels, and then right next to Vogels was who? In the Brown house, not Melanie Moore home.
No,
Moore's.
That's more.
Side caster.
Okay, who was next to Castor? In the white brick home. I thought he built most of the homes in our neighborhood.
No, he built
You
some.
talking one just second up?
Oh, God. They had a kid our age, my age.
1401, the A homes, and then the Zables or whatever it was.
Oh, You're going.
On
The
the-
wrong way.
You're wrong.
So,
It wasn't Sussman.
Sussman.
Was it Sussman?
That's it, Sussman. Huh?
He built homes in, but he didn't live that kind of street.
Sussman lived right on the corner. Yeah, he did.
Maybe
Not
it's-
corner, I don't know what to call
No,
that.
I texted you a list.
Maybe it wasn't Sussman.
It's just,
Wait, who lived right next to Boca? What was the last name?
Castor.
Which way you going?
Going north, around the road.
Going towards the church?
There's two casters,
That was side caster.
but there's two casters.
Right next to each other.
J caster.
Jay Caster and Cy Caster lived right next to
Right, yeah, the Castor's right.
And they were in the home building.
And then the next, the corner one,
Who was the Castor?
eventually somebody, like, through the broke our rim when we were gone out of town. Well, they lived, but they didn't, they moved in there, but it was like maybe in junior high. I don't know the name of it, the kid,
Those were green trucks.
pretty good at sports, one kid that comes to basketball. And we came over to this one, sorry,
He was old then, too. He was old.
We're excited to go back to school. You or your mom and dad will go back to school.
They actually, they have a place on Market.
wake up earlier.